This episode of the ZuLoo Poodcast is sponsored by ZuLoo Inc., a benefit corporation dedicated to the goal of universal access to toilets, hygiene, clean water and sanitation through the power of social enterprise. Learn more at ZuLoo.com.
It was really wonderful. We did a lot of fun things. But of course, anytime you're in a different country, you never quite know what the toilet situation is going to be. And there were about 40 people in the wedding party. And I don't know if it was something we all ate at one of the get-togethers or if it was a bug that we were all lovingly passing around. But pretty soon, not everyone, many people were going down every day with the barfs or the shats. And
that's a terrible wedding.
Was this like before or after the actual?
Welcome to the ZuLoo Poodcast, where we talk all things poop, toilets, and sanitation. Through insightful news, impact stories, and quirky humor, we aim to discuss and highlight the critical role toilets play in whisking poop out of our lives, the impact toilets have, or lack thereof, in the health and wellness of humanity, and what ZuLoo is doing to help solve the current global sanitation crisis.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another fantastic episode of the ZuLoo Poodcast. I want to have like a signature welcome.
Yeah.
I'm going to try something new every time we do this and see what sticks.
Okay.
Because I feel like, hey, everybody, that's a little bit generic. So
yeah.
I'm going to jazz it up for you guys. But today we have someone new sitting over there in the chair. This is Jennica Galloway, who is a friend of mine. And I'm very excited that she is joining us today. So, Jennica, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, wow. What to say? Where to start?
Give us your elevator pitch.
So, hey, everybody. I'm Jennica. Very happy to be here. Also very happy to be friends with the incredible Jocelyn. She's incredible.
Thank you.
Put a plug in for how amazing she is.
We're lucky every time she walks in the door. Like, she actually came back. Amazing.
I feel that way all the time. I'm like, how do I know this woman? She's absolutely incredible. So I am a mental health professional. My master's is Master's of Health Science, focused on global mental health. So my passion is working with refugees and immigrants and working with complex trauma, abuse, assault, things like that. I've been doing that for a long time. And then I'm also a full-time artist. So I'm an actor, a musician, and I do model. I don't consider myself a model that much, but
well, she should, because your work is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm an artist, and a lot of my passion is about how to bring the mental health world and the creative world together, and how to do good in the world and foster safe environments for people to be who they are, be fully themselves. I've had the fortune to work and live overseas a lot and do that work with CBPR focused research and also other research grants to work on mostly mental and emotional health related things, but also have been involved in WASH projects and developing and disseminating interventions. So those are kind of me in a nutshell, things that I really love. But outside of that, I love to hike. I love my pets.
Yeah, now give us your dating profile.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
the things.
Right.
Long walks on the
Our email starts blowing up. Can give me your number?
Bring back that super beautiful model girl.
So nice. No. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy to.
And you're from India, right? Originally?
So I was born in Calcutta. I'm multiracial, but I was born there, and I am adopted. So I was adopted by a really super badass single mom who adopted me and my older sister. And we were raised mostly here. And I've, like I said, kind of lived and traveled elsewhere, but I got a chance to go back to India and work there.
Nice.
But I was in Punjab at the time. I was born in West Bengal. And so, I am from there, and I have a lot of love for just people in all different circumstances and trying to think of ways that we can build healthy communities. That's really where my passions lie. So.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you feel at home here in the ZuLoo Poodcast.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Those
as
are all
long
things
as you're
we
comfortable
value.
talking about poop, you fit in here.
Look.
That's right.
Let's talk about it. I am ready.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, we are going to do something a little bit different on this episode today. We, as some of you may know, have recently launched the ZuLoo Marketplace. And we have some really, really incredible products on there. Great for, to give yourself or to give as gifts. So today we're going to highlight some of those products. But before we do that, as always, we are going to start with some Poo-News.
Poo-News, it's always my feed is always blown up with Poo-News for some reason. I think they got my algorithm dialed in.
Yeah, what did you type into like Google Alerts to have all of these sent to you?
I think it just watches what I search for.
And
it's like, this is on the toilet guy.
They just
so
listen
we're gonna
to you
feed
too.
You more of that, right? So talk about, of course, now that the pandemic's over, everybody's traveling, right? Everybody's going all over the world, right? And of course, China is no different. They've opened up, back before the pandemic, it's like you saw Chinese tourists everywhere, and then then they weren't, and then now they're everywhere again. But they're I guess they not only travel around the world, but also in China and just travel because they weren't able to really travel even inside China very much, right? Mm-hmm. But the huge travel boom going on inside China, and because of that, says here travelers in China have taken to sleeping in toilets and restaurants because there's no hotels. There's no room in the inn, literally, for a lot of these travelers. Just they're maxed out. Like there's nowhere. And
that's sleeping in public bathrooms?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Very much. It's very much I guess they could sleep outside, but what's better
outside
than a
some version of shelter
than a toilet.
Some roof over your head.
So it's kind of a very much a trend going on right now. And so if you're traveling to China, you can't find a hotel room. It's totally cool just to camp out in the toilet.
So is that legal, or are they saying that this is becoming a problem?
I think, it's kind of hit the news because people are complaining about it because people go in to use the restroom
and people are living
people are sleeping on the floor, camped out there. I don't know if I would do that. I might want to sleep outside.
Just for sanitation purposes and smell purposes.
But, if it's raining or if the weather is not good, maybe the toilet is a better place to go.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the quality of the bathroom. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the quality of the bathroom. Like,
right.
If I was in Japan, I might be like, sure.
Yeah.
And
because they fancy everything in Japan.
Yeah, in Japan,
your toilet's better than some.
The toilet might be better than a hotel bed.
I love using the restroom in Japan. I loved it. I loved it every time I did. So.
We've heard some legendary stories about these Japanese toilets, but a Chinese toilet. Now, I've never traveled to China. I've only seen.
I've only been to Taiwan. I have not.
I have also been to Taiwan and Hong Kong, but never mainland China.
But typically, aren't their toilets? They're not above ground. They're in the ground. You just kind of stand and squat over it.
Most
like
of
a pit
toilets
or squat.
That to me, that is saying like the floor is covered in all kinds of things. It's not something I want to lay down on.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's a thing going on right now. So
interesting.
So if you can't get a hotel, it's probably you're okay. Now you've done some traveling. You just got back from Costa Rica.
I did.
And so it sounded like you were telling me you had a little interesting episode.
So tell us what
personal
happened.
Story there.
Tell us all about it.
It's not. Well, anyway, I was down there for a girlfriend's wedding. One of my best friends, Jackie. Congratulations.
Jackie's been on the episode.
Jackie's been on the Poodcast before. She does a lot of great nonprofit work.
In fact, if you haven't watched it, we'll link
because
to
she is
episode.
worth listening to. She's an incredible woman. She's beautiful, and she's met an equally wonderful man. Mm-hmm. And so she invited everyone down to her Costa Rican beach wedding.
Beautiful.
And I was lucky enough to get to take the pictures as well. So it was really wonderful. We did a lot of fun things. But of course, anytime you're in a different country, you never quite know what the toilet situation is going to be. And there were about 40 people in the wedding party. And I don't know if it was something we all ate at one of the get-togethers or if it was a bug that we were all lovingly passing around. But pretty soon, not everyone, many people were going down every day with the barfs or the shats. And
that's a terrible wedding.
Was this like before or after the actual wedding?
So the wedding was the last night. It was Tuesday night. So we did a lot of things beforehand, and like one person said they weren't feeling well, then two people, then another person. And then the day of the wedding, I realized whatever this thing is, it's made its way to me. But everyone was a trooper. Everyone still went to the wedding. Some people were laying down at the reception.
Oh my goodness. That's like a real bridesmaids situation.
It kind of was, yeah.
Yeah, is that the movie,
Yeah,
right? The
yes.
Bridesmaids, right?
Where she
Runs out in the wedding
runs out into
dress.
the
Yes.
and goes to the bathroom
my
in the
gosh.
street.
That's a
It
classic.
wasn't that dramatic because we were staying in this really nice hotel. But, I shared a room with two of my friends, and it was one of those situations where they ask you not to put any toilet paper in the actual toilet, which is really hard not to do because subconsciously you're just in a routine.
So automatic.
And it's so automatic. But, there's a large receptacle next to the toilet that is just piling up with all these little bundles of joy.
of sick people.
Yes, of virus or, sushi. I don't know.
Oh,
But,
dear.
Was Jackie okay, or did you ask her?
Yeah.
'Cause
When I left,
because that could be an interesting honeymoon.
That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering. Like, how did
when
the
I
bride
left,
do?
she and the groom, as far as I know,
They were okay.
They were okay. But I've been
But-
checking the WhatsApp chat, and it looks like some more people have come down with it because there are still some people there. I just got home last night. But
Wow.
anyway, pooping and traveling, it's an adventure almost every time.
Everybody's got to poop.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where you are. So
Yeah, Costa Rica is pretty modern, but
Yeah.
it shows you can be early anywhere and pick up a bug like that.
yeah.
And I think because we isolated ourselves for so long, we got really accustomed to cooking our food, how things are in our homes and our environments. So as we slowly reintegrate into the world and start exposing ourselves even to small bugs,
Yeah.
we're going to be more
that's true.
susceptible.
True.
And it's part of building that immunity back. But also food, whenever you travel, food's the best part of traveling. I'm going to put that
Absolutely.
out there
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
I want everybody to know that. Everyone know that. Food's
Yeah.
the best part of traveling. But sometimes food even that you like or you might have here, made here, when it's made there, sometimes it just hits you different.
And I wondered,
True.
so I put all of my vegetarian principles, they stay in the States. When I'm out of the country, I will eat anything. Because it's
okay.
one
I
of
did
my
not know
favorite
that.
things. Yeah, I want to try it all.
Makes sense.
Are you eating like cow and
Everything.
pig and anything?
So like
Whatever's
at the
available.
bridal we had this amazing party the night before the wedding with all the women, and they had sushi and ceviche, and we ate a lot of fish on that trip, which I love. But I wondered if my body was just like, what's
You're like,
happening?
How to process
what is
this.
going on
Yeah,
here?
we don't usually have other
Totally.
animals in here. What's going on?
Totally. That totally could
Yeah,
be true.
for sure.
So
I mean, your stomach knows. Your gut is
my,
so
my
smart.
stomach was so not happy with me. But it's over. I'm back and I'm
You're
fine,
recovered?
everybody.
And you look delightful.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
here we are.
After a shower and like a full 8 hours of sleep, I feel like I'm ready to take on the world
Right,
again.
right. Okay.
And I'm back to eating like, my super
Your normal stuff.
vegetarian kind of boring
Especially if you're
diet.
traveling like that, sometimes it's good to get back to sort of your basic diet.
Yes.
That you're sort
Yes.
of like, okay,
Mhm.
It's
I don't
like,
have to worry about it.
Yeah.
keep it simple.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you made it back.
Thank you.
We're
I'm glad I
glad.
made it home
We're
too.
glad you're
Um,
here.
We wanted to we're gonna get into some of the products we're talking about in the marketplace, but we wanted to highlight some of our ZuLoo toilet recipients. As you know, we're building toilets in Hyderabad, India, and we actually came out with our 2002 annual report just a few weeks ago. I mean, it sounds late, like 2000. It's already May, and so but it took a while to gather all the
Mhm.
The data. And
data,
analyze
and
it all.
it's like
taxes aren't due till the 15th. So I say
That's right.
you're
You got-
fine.
you got
You're
some
right on
time.
track.
Right. So but it's now up on our website. You can go check it out. But Ramulamma, I think I'm saying her name right. She's a recipient in Hyderabad, and we thought we'd play her story. You can read it on. Go to the annual report on page 5, and you can see her picture. And
Is it on the website?
on the website,
Okay.
you can see her picture and read the story. But we also we'd like to play an audio clip that tells her story as well. And I'm going to play that, and then we can talk about it.
Great.
Does that work?
Ramulamma is over 60 years old and lives with her daughter. Searching for work, she sought leave from her husband and migrated from Rajamundry, a district which is 300 miles away from Hyderabad. The family owned an acre of agricultural land, which they sold to spend on their daughter's marriage, who has since been divorced by her husband. Today, Ramulamma lives with her daughter, and they work as daily wage workers, earning a meager income of approximately $49 per month, which they utilize to manage basic needs. Despite their poverty, They strive to support each other. Ramulamma expressed to us, "With little earning, I cannot afford to construct a toilet. I have to walk a distance of 1 kilometer to find bushes to relieve myself. I am fearful of being bit by snakes and insects. I was once bitten by insects and was hospitalized for a day." Ramulamma has to accompany her young daughter while attending nature's call to guide her from abuse. She always wished they had a toilet at home. During the SAPID-sponsored community meeting, Ramulamma requested a ZuLoo toilet. The community approved her request and recommended her name in the toilet recipient priority list. Ramulamma is now a proud owner of a ZuLoo-sponsored toilet and proudly says, "I am free of all my fears now." With tear-filled eyes, gratitude, and folded hands, she said, "Thanks to ZuLoo and SAPID for providing a toilet and giving us a chance for a better life."
Can I ask a question that I should know?
Yeah.
The toilets aren't in their home though, right?
Yeah, these particular ones are built not in, well, most of the time the homes are about the size of this room.
Right.
The homes themselves. And so usually there's about 3 to 5 feet away. There's some space that we can build a toilet. It's basically, it looks like a little outhouse.
Mm-hmm.
It is an outhouse, but that's where we build the toilet. It's separate. So you do have to go outside the house, but you're not.
But it's private, right? It's only for her, or is it?
It's
for
only
the community?
it's close enough to the home. It's their toilet. It's on their allocated parcel of ground in the slums, which, a lot of the slums, there's no legal title. They're squatting essentially on this land.
Mm-hmm.
But India does have kind of what we call homestead rights, where you're sort of, you claim the land, you built your house there, eventually, and that's how a lot of these, like Hyderabad, how it sort of expands. It's sort of, not in a planned way, kind of a sprawl way, like in Texas, it meanders around, but eventually, and that's what our partners, SAPID, they are our in-country partners who they organize community meetings, and it's very well organized in some of these slums where eventually they try to bring in electricity and postal services, and obviously we're ZuLoo is active in the toilet, bringing toilets and also drilling clean water wells for these communities, because there is no infrastructure. These are just sort of, they start out with just kind of ramshackle whatever, and then eventually we have some of those slums that have been there a little while that they've got a paved street now, and it becomes part of the city. And then after a while, politicians come in there and hey, let's sign you up on the voting rolls. I mean, it's just how I think in America we're so used to now HOAs and planned communities, and it's all regulated that way. But this is sort of evolutionary urban development, right? At its most basic level, right? So anyway,
Absolutely.
but that's a long answer to your question. But
well, no, that's really helpful, because I wondered when the community had to vote to approve it.
Yeah.
But then she was the recipient of it.
Yeah. So our ZuLoos, and again, we rely heavily upon SAPID there to have these meetings. And what's nice is they basically, the community decides who among us is the most, like we'll say, okay, we're going to build 100 toilets, or, ZuLoo, we're going to sponsor 100 toilets and a water well. The water well is pretty easy because, okay, where's the best location? The geologist is, okay, they're going to place that in the community, right? So everybody has access, but the toilets are all individual. And so the community votes, hey, who's the most deserving? Who has the most girls in their home, or girls in school, elderly women? I mean, so there's a priority list. Unfortunately, like the boys' school is lowest on the list, because, okay. But, I'm saying, but ideally everybody would get one, but obviously, some of these slums, there's there's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
We can only do 100 toilets this round. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's make a list, and everybody, they get community buy-in. And that way there's no animosity. Hey, why did they get a toilet and we didn't,
So it's much more diplomatic and
it's very democratic.
Democratic.
And they're very, it's a very, we got community buy-in that way.
Yeah. And I think having community leaders, like living at the helm of it, and having community partners who deeply, intimately understand the community you're working with is so vital, right? And all the work I've done in CBPR is that too, right? Like you meet with your key informants and your stakeholders in those communities who really do have say and can help bring the community together to make those decisions, so that it's very supportive, which is beautiful, because it builds that. Not only is it giving the needed resource, but it's building that infrastructure socially for the community too. That's great.
That's great. Yeah.
And these stories are so impactful. And so for people listening, this is why ZuLoo exists, for these kinds of results, for this kind of impact. And it's something that you can help make happen.
For
people. So
absolutely. How beautiful.
It is. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. And I guess I had never quite put together the how collaborative it is, that the entire community agrees that this one person deserves it. It's almost like what was that home makeover show where people would all come together and nominate someone to get a brand new house?
Right. Yeah.
But now we're giving this woman a place where she feels safe from all kinds of bugs, snakes. That is not something I have to worry about when I go to the bathroom. I can't imagine the mental strain if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're worried about getting bit by a snake to go to the bathroom.
Well, and when I was living there and working there in and out of slums as well, a lot of girls and women are walking pretty far distances, sometimes at night, to find ways to use the restroom. And the risk of experiencing something violent also increases. And when you are vulnerable, when you're using the restroom, you're also at risk in some ways. You're in a more vulnerable position. So being able to have safety around using the restroom and fulfilling a very human, very basic need is so vital. So,
Yeah, hearing some of those stories directly, we were back there in 2019, and it's one thing to listen to it, but it's another thing to actually meet the person, and they're like, why is this guy giving me a hug? It's like, because, again, somebody had to translate for me, but he's thanking you because his daughters he doesn't have to worry, about his daughters getting raped or, bitten by a snake or whatever, and so you see that. I mean, to me, it's like, okay, we got to do more of this, it's
1,000%.
It's
so
all about,
cool.
right? So it's cool.
And it's cool that everyone can be involved in it in this way, that everyone watching and listening can know that they're a part of that. And I think, it's different than just, hey, we're just going to go to this place and we're going to give them this thing because we're, these saviors. It's more around the lines of like, we're going to work with this community to help build it using resources and skills we have to combine with the resources and skills they have. And it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
we're excited about it. And so one of the tools we've been using lately is our new marketplace. And, part of, we've picked products that we believe that, are products that are high quality and that people would normally want to buy. And, but certainly why not buy them through the ZuLoo marketplace? Because a portion goes to help us build toilets as well, right?
Yeah.
And so we wanted to just do a brief highlight on a few of those products.
This is like Christmas. Let's see what we got.
Now,
Open it up.
We typically, like, Who Gives a Crap is one of those partners, and we always have. I mean, they're awesome because they always got little fun kind of different designs of toilet paper. This is not the actual toilet paper. This is the wrapping, but
the wrapping is very
they're
cute.
so cute.
You could just decorate your
bathroom
shelves with
Yes, they're so cute.
So you can find Who Gives a Crap toilet paper on there. But we have a few other items that I brought that maybe we can highlight.
Fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful.
Now we talk about feminine hygiene. Feminine hygiene is one of our categories, and now this salt brand is one you actually have some experience with.
Very
right?
passionate about this brand. Like deeply passionate. So I got to be a part of their ad campaign and in their commercials that they've been running.
Okay.
And I also got to spend time with the owners and really get to learn about the impact that they also do overseas.
Yeah, we did not know this when you were coming on the show. We
This is
saw it
how
and we're
the
like,
universe works.
we were like, hey, wait a second.
But Salt is incredible. And Cherie, who is so passionate about, she's so passionate about women and girls having menstrual care and menstrual education and understanding how their bodies work and feeling safe inside their bodies and being able to talk about that with one another. And for those of you who don't use menstrual cups, they're awesome. They're
I keep hearing
hygienic.
that. I guess I got to jump on this bandwagon.
Effective. Yeah. And like,
Yeah,
I mean,
open it up and see.
Absolutely,
I mean, it's kind of a cool.
yeah.
Kind of
It's a
cool
beautiful
waist-
design. The packaging is so pretty.
the waste of tampons, you know, the planetary impact of using tampons is significant, as well as just the time you waste. You know, like I really think that using this product is beneficial in so many ways for the planet, for your body.
I guess we should have
It's
given you some
easy.
scissors.
I know, that's okay. I've got nails. You can cut to me opening this and it being a magical moment. Okay. Okay, yeah. So if you haven't ever seen the Salt Cup, so they come in different sizes.
What does Salt mean? Is it just
It's just
kind of a cool name?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that they chose.
It's not made out of salt.
No, it's just how they
Branded it, yeah.
branded it. But they have instructions inside here. But what's cool is they come in different sizes, and it's a menstrual cup. So a lot of people, I think, know how to use these. But if not, you know, it goes up and then it catches the blood, and then basically you pull it out, dump it out, and then you can put it back, or you can wash it out and then put it back. But they come in different sizes, and it's really cute. They have teen ones for teens,
cute.
and they come in different colors that are so wonderful. And again, they have such an emphasis on impact for women and girls in foreign countries, women and girls who aren't getting access to this type of education or these resources. And it is life-changing. It really is changing women and girls' lives. It's beautiful, and they're fun. They're like squishy. Yeah, feel it. Give it a feel.
Do they have, so on our marketplace, do we have a variety? Do we have the different sizes? And
Yeah. So if you buy it through the marketplace, they do have different colors and
They have
different
lots of different colors.
different designs.
and
I mean,
different sizes.
this one, I think,
There's also one that's like more of a disc. That
Mm.
one's more of a cup.
I
and
have
there's
seen
one
those
that's
before.
a disc as well.
It's like a little dinner bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Hello. Time
Yeah.
to change this.
These-
Yeah.
So, okay, I have a technical question.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm imagining getting to use it.
Mm-hmm.
It does seem like, is the insertion process simple? Because it seems a
Yes.
little like sticky because it's rubber and like
It's a great question. I witnessed this a lot as we were learning how to use the product. You squish it and you push it, but it seems complicated, but it's not.
and it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
Okay.
No, it doesn't hurt. It sits at your cervix essentially.
I guess
it
they have a little
naturally
bag
goes
to
up
like
there.
put it in, right?
Yeah, they have a little baggie.
Yeah, that's cute too.
Like this is some of their impact stuff inside the little
Oh, okay,
box.
cool. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's so cool. They're really passionate about. And actually, they give you like picture instructions of how to use it, how
Yeah.
to clean it. Yeah.
I mean, it does seem like this would be so easy to keep in your purse in this bag and not constantly be like, oh, shoot, I'm in public. I don't have a tampon. And now I have to start asking around. This could just stay in your purse all the time. So you're ready for
completely. And any
whenever it shows up.
surprise. Any
Yeah.
surprise, yeah. And then, when it's in your body, it's like you don't have to get a new one. You clean it.
Yeah,
So it's
Just
like
wash it and then
you
reuse
wash it
yeah.
and reuse it. It's like delightful.
it is. Okay, guys, I'm committing to trying this out.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I can't remember.
I
Well,
hope
you
Cherie listens to this
Yeah.
and hears me saying like Salt is so amazing.
I love
Yeah.
how that's so dang cute.
It's so cute. Yeah.
So yeah, not only do you help support ZuLoo if you buy it through the marketplace, but also help support Salt's they're a B Corp as well,
Mhm.
and definitely help them with some of their social impact.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
good reasons
That's a great
to
great,
switch
way
to
to
something
do it.
like this. Environmental impact, the fact that it's helping create more stories like Ramulamma, and then what
Exactly.
Salt's doing as well.
Exactly. It's incredible. I support them with my whole heart. I really do. So
We also have another brand, Luma, which I don't know. I'm not as familiar with, but they're also a partner. It's not as maybe fancy. I think it may be. This one's the disc. I get it's a disc.
okay. You should
Yeah.
open it,
that
Jocelyn,
one.
and see the difference in like how it looks.
Yeah, so this one, I am curious. I can't remember if we've had another disc on that we've looked at before, but
Like Pixie Cup is not a disc.
no,
either,
it's
but
it's similar
more of
to
a cup.
Salt.
Yeah.
Every time you say that, my dog's name is Pixie, and that's what I think of. Okay, so also cute packaging. Okay, so I wondered if it had something that you can
kind
Used
of
to
keep
pull it
track
out
of
as a
it.
guide. Yeah.
but it looks
Similar.
it looks like a cervix condom.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like they do sit in the canal, and those ones just sit closer to the cervix than.
And- Okay,
This
I
looks
guess
a little larger than
it does. It
than
looks
that
bigger.
one.
Yes.
It also could be like the top of a baby bottle. But I'm so curious how this feels because it's so different than cotton, which is,
Mhm.
what most of us have been using our whole lives. And if you're aware of it in there or if it's just like,
So-
nope, you never feel it.
So what I've heard from people, and when we were doing Salt, is that you really get accustomed to it and you kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's in there. I can
Yeah,
feel it,
right.
And those ones do sit higher. The discs, and that's true with the Salt ones too. They just sit higher. But a lot of people use the NuvaRing as contraceptive, and I mean that sits right on your
Right,
cervix
it's
too, and
very
you really
similar.
don't feel it. So I think it's an adjustment, but
Mhm.
you probably, from what I understand, it's comfortable, pretty
Mhm.
comfortable.
Okay. I guess I'm going to have to try this one too.
I'm
and
excited.
see what's better.
We'll see what happens.
I just love that there's more options to deal with this monthly situation.
I think just the fact that we can openly talk about female reproductive health
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yeah.
Like it is so important.
Yeah.
It is so vital. And so I love that we get to do it.
And we have a very manly man here who's not like weirded out by it. And this is
Yeah,
a
I
model for how all men should
I
handle
would,
this.
I would try it myself, but I'm designed differently.
I'm sure they're going to come up with something for you.
Yeah, something. Yeah. We also
What's
want to
next?
highlight a
Ooh,
few
these
other.
are so cute.
Oh, those
These
are cute.
this is a bamboo diaper that is.
Okay. There's a
maybe-
turtle
do
and
you wanna
a
open up one of
panda.
these?
Yeah.
Look at how cute that is on the front.
This is available on the marketplace, handy pandy, and it's made out of bamboo.
Wow.
Bamboo is very, obviously environmentally friendly and all that. So
Let's see.
So they are disposable, right? Or are they
they are
reusable?
disposable.
Okay.
You wouldn't recycle this and reuse it.
What is
But-
the way
but-
to open this?
It looks like there's a perforated edge like right at
This
the
one
bottom,
right
but
here?
maybe not. I don't have my glasses on.
Okay.
I remember when I first had my babies,
Ooh.
and some people were like in the cloth diaper camp and saying it's great, it's so much better for the environment.
Mhm.
And I said that sounds really aspirational and
I've heard
wonderful,
I've heard that. Yeah.
and yet there is just no way. I couldn't get there in my brain that I would have the time or the wherewithal to be washing diapers
every
all the time.
day,
It was too much. But something like this, where I wouldn't feel horrible
that
every time I
sounds
changed
nice.
my daughter's diaper
So,
because
yeah.
I wasn't ruining
Oh,
the
okay.
environment. This is a really, really good idea.
So it looks like a normal diaper.
It looks
to me.
exactly the same as Pampers or Huggies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's two. Oh, it even has the yellow indicator line so you know
Exactly.
if it's wet or
and
not.
it's got tabs.
The
Yep.
tabs.
It's very nice.
Says I'm just looking at their
Smells the
description. 87% biodegradable, free of chlorine, alcohol, preservatives. All the bad stuff. Absorbs 2 times more than cotton does. I did not know that.
Oh, that's
Wow.
wonderful.
So who knew bamboo does that, right? And that's the cool thing about bamboo. It's very, you can grow it quite quickly. It's not like a
Yeah.
tree or
Yeah.
cotton, which is high water usage. But
Wow.
but we also have another.
Just real quick, this would be such a great baby shower gift to give to someone.
Yes.
This is a really, really good one.
What a fantastic idea. Yeah, absolutely.
Another brand we have is Diaper. I'm sorry. Diaper with a Y, Diaper.
Yeah.
And it's another brand of bamboo that.
Good for the bum, good for the planet. Perfect
Cute.
tagline.
So
And
cute.
so this one is, I don't know if you can see this, but
Are these baby diapers?
yeah, these are baby diapers. This is a
Also bamboo.
also made out of bamboo, right?
Cool.
Yoga pants fit for your wild child.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I bought a ton of it. Yeah,
Very cute.
I asked my daughter-in-law, hey, what size does she wear? I think a 4 or a large. So
Well, you got some good options.
so these look very similar. Pull that out.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Really similar. Have the
And,
yellow line, have the tabs.
I guess all the critical hallmarks of a diaper.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah. Really
So,
nice.
I could try these on. They're a little small, but
Maybe I'll try them.
we could put them on
Jocelyn
one of
could wear
us.
one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Over your pants.
I'll try these too, let you know how it goes. But
You
yeah.
specifically try it, not your kid.
I mean,
Not
they
your
do
kiddo.
just look like regular Pampers, Huggies, something you would buy at Walmart, but obviously way better for
Yeah,
the environment.
really good. Nice.
Yeah, so again, plant-based material, free of any kind of alcohol, chemicals. And I never figured there's a ton of chemicals in diapers, but I think
Mhm.
Ugh, the more we learn
there is.
things
There's-
about what used to be made or
And what's cool,
things that are cheaply made.
I've just noticed on the box, they have a program, Dispose and Protect, where they have a re-diaper program. You can send them for centralized processing versus lingering in our landfills for up to 500 years. It's an optional service with this product.
That's so nice.
But that is really cool too.
So that you
Anyway.
know that it is getting
Yeah.
reused.
It's being disposed of.
So
in a way
diaper,
that's environmentally friendly.
DYPER. So again, when you go to the ZuLoo marketplace, there's lots of categories: feminine hygiene, diapers, toilet paper,
Here.
bidets, different things.
Amazing.
So anyway, yeah, check it out and let us know what you think. And we're always adding new products all the time. And
Yeah. And
Anyway.
if you guys see products that you think would be
Yeah.
advantageous and that we should have on the marketplace, we would love to see those as well.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Like getting suggestions from all of you in the community.
yeah, so anyway, but thanks for coming on the show. And
Thanks
we hope
for
you come back
having
for
me
another
here.
episode.
Yes,
and,
Love to
absolutely.
come back. I'd be honored.
Talk some shit.
Okay.
Get
That's
in it.
everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, there are many, many ways for you to create more stories like Ramulamma. And the big one that we've talked about today is these incredible products in our marketplace. And there are lots of other ways to get involved as well. Our website is,
ZuLoo.org.
I always think it's going to be
Super
longer.
easy.
It's super simple. ZuLoo.org. All right, guys, have a good one.
Thank you for listening to the ZuLoo Poodcast. Follow us on social media at our links in the show notes below. To learn more, visit our website, ZuLoo.org. If you liked the podcast, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. For even more ZuLoo fun, send us an email with your toilet stories to podcast@ZuLoo.com for a chance to be featured on the podcast. This episode of the ZuLoo Poodcast is sponsored by ZuLoo Inc., a benefit corporation dedicated to the goal of universal access to toilets, hygiene, clean water and sanitation through the power of social enterprise. Learn more at ZuLoo.com.